All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Trish McFarlane, founder of the Keto Collective, and I am super excited to hop on, and share with you tonight all about what we do as Prove It promoters. So if you're on this call, there's probably a variety of reasons why you're on here, whether it's because you have fallen in love with ketones, you've fallen in love with the way that it makes you feel, and you kind of want to share it with a lot of other people, and you would see, or maybe you've just been really curious. You've been seeing things on social media or Instagram. Whatever reason you're on here, we are here to officially welcome you. Just take a deep breath in, breathe out, and just know that this call is not in any way, shape, or form meant to be like, hey, like sign on this dotted line. I'm not here to convince you. We're not here to persuade you to do anything. We are simply here to share our facts, share our hearts, and let you know like what this is, to give you a really good picture of what it means to be a part of this community, a part of our organization, so that you can make the very best decision for yourself and for your family moving forward. So how this is going to work tonight is simply, I have a quick slideshow. So if you can put your screen or whatever on speaker view as I'm sharing, it should just pop up automatically. But if you're having a hard time seeing, you might need to do that. I have just some facts that I'm going to share with you. We're going to kind of talk about who Prove It is, who our organization is. We're going to talk a little bit about what we do, how we earn, how you can get started. And then we also have a very awesome story from my girl, Jen. I'm pointing over here because she's right next to me on my screen. I don't know where she is on your screen, but yeah, so she's going to be sharing her heart and a little bit about her story. And I'm super excited to hear about that. So before I get started, I just want to introduce myself. I said my name is Trish McFarlane, but like a little bit about who I was and where I was. So before Prove It, I used to be a teacher turned stay-at-home mom turned trying to start my own work-at-home business as a health and fitness coach. Was doing all the right things and wasn't really having success. Like I still was tired. I still was grumpy. I still wasn't making a full-time income like I wanted to do. And my husband was just a completely different person slaving away at this job. Once we discovered Prove It and ketones, everything in my life changed. I became the mom that I always dreamed of being. I was blown away about with the energy that I felt. I was blown away with the impact it made on my husband. Ketones did. And so we looked into the business, got started with Prove It. And from there, everything in my life, from that moment I said yes and clicked that button, everything in my life has changed. Completely unrecognizable, from the state that I live in, the house that I live in, the way that my family operates, my husband being home. And like it's just been absolutely amazing and awesome. And so I'm excited to get started and share this information with you. Just keep in mind as we go through this, and I have to always say this because this is like the boring stuff we have to get out of the way, is that any opinions and statements that you hear made on this call tonight is just that. It's just the opinion of whoever's speaking, and it's not a direct reflection of Prove It statements. And also just keep in mind that like your success all depends on your dedication, your level of being coachable, skills, and all of that. So that's the boring stuff. And so what I'm going to do is I am about to just get started. So here we go. So let me come back up here. Sorry, guys. All right. So I hope everybody can see that okay. All right, so this is our webinar. Okay, so who is Prove It? So I'm gonna try to move this around. So Prove It is, you may have heard multi-level marketing. Prove It is actually community-based marketing. What that means is that we kind of operate a little bit differently than other things. Our vision is very, very clear. Our visionary leader, a mentor of mine, Brian Underwood, our CEO, his vision is to help people pursue better in their life, better financially, better in the way that they feel and they move and they do all of that, but just pursue better. And what's really cool is that he has what he calls a blue ocean strategy. And this means that when Prove It first came to market with ketones, we were the first to market with exogenous ketones. We were first with the patent from the University of Southern Florida. And we still have a ton of patents on all our products. So when he came into this market, he was talking about blue ocean. It wasn't something that was saturated. We are still brand new. There are still millions of humans who have never even heard of the word ketones. They might have known about the ketogenic diet because they've heard about it from their aunt or their uncle or whoever, but they actually still have not heard of what ketones actually are. And so this is still a new concept. This is still just making waves right now. And there's still millions and billions of humans out there who have not heard it. So when we talk about community-based marketing, one of the big pillars that we talk about, so we focus on 3 pillars, right? And these 3 pillars is exactly how our training, how when we go to events, everything centers around these 3 pillars. And it's belief in the product, belief in the industry, and belief in yourself. And when we talk about belief in the product, we lead with education. When we go to events, when we have calls, we hear from the authors of the Ketogenic Bible, Dr. Ryan Lowry, Dr. Jacob Wilson, right? They're talking about ketones. They're some of the doctors that are there in the labs creating all of our new technology. We get to hear from people like Dr. Ken Ford, and so many people who have dedicated their entire life to researching ketogenic diet, ketones, so many, like the benefits and the impact it's going to make. But we lead with education so that we can build up our belief in the product. We know just exactly how powerful this is. This isn't just one person kind of stating their opinion. It's actual research, actual science. Belief in the industry. Also, when we hit these events, also when you're going to training, we're always hearing from top people in this industry. And it's not just like people who are just like, oh, that person's this or that's why they're successful. It's from people just like, it's, oh, hold on. If you guys can make everybody, okay. We're hearing from people that are just like you, just like me, like a mom that just was looking for more energy, right? And it's like everybody has the ability to be successful in this business if they're leadable, coachable, and they have that burning desire. And so we get to build that belief in our industry. We get to see the people who are having that success and they're sharing their tips. Like it's not just our team, that person's team, we are Team Prove It, and we get to do this together. And then we also focus on belief in yourself. And this is one of the pillars that in previous companies that I've been a part of, like we never focused on that. We never focused on that. We get to hear from people like Jared Robbins, who is Tony Robbins' son. We work with Joseph McClendon. All of the things that we do is like building up a belief in ourselves. And he refers, BU always talks, Brian Underwood, sorry, I call him BU, but like he always refers to it as like a stool, right? A 3-legged stool. If you don't have the belief in all 3 of those legs, it's going to be unstable. And so the belief in yourself is just as important as belief in the product. It's not about selling more, and doing stuff like that. It's about really building up these pillars of belief in order for you to be passionate, purposeful, and be successful. Hold on. All right. So who are we? So when I am talking about I'm talking about our organization. And so we are the Keto Collective. I'm not really big on team names just because I really believe that we all function under the umbrella of Team Prove It. But who is our organization? Well, our organization is made up of so many people from so many different walks of life, you guys. Like we have moms, we have teachers, we have wives, we have husbands, we have people that are like doing this, it's their very first time in this industry. We have people that are finding success after doing this 3 or 4 times and trying different companies. We have people on this call who are extremely successful that work more than 40 hours a week at a full-time job, people that work 2 jobs and are finding their way to do this. But we are just people that we have the burning desire. We want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. And we're able to walk into this community and walk into this organization where everyone was there with open arms, just ready to welcome us. And so I am just blessed beyond measure to be a part of this journey with so many amazing people. And just know that like there is no one size fits all. It's not like everybody has had a background, everybody has followers, everybody does this on social media, everybody's in this age range. Like I've been in previous companies where those were kind of the thing. Like we'd go to these events and we'd see the people on stage and it would all be the same person, pretty much like cloned a couple different times. Maybe they have different color hair. This community, this organization, we are made up of men and women, and we are people that are young and old, and we just all do differently, but everybody brings something so incredibly different and beautiful to our table that it just really helps round us out. And so we're always looking for more amazing humans to add to this collection, people that you can relate with and people that you can find that story with. All right. So sorry, I have to like keep moving the boxes. So sorry for. All right. So next up is like, now what do we do as promoters? So this is kind of like where I'm going to get into like the details. Okay. So what exactly do we do as promoters? This is probably the number one question that I ask. Like, okay, like you drink ketones and I see you talking about it on Instagram, but like, what do you do? Like, well, that's what I do. So we share our story. If you're on this call and you've had a story with ketones, meaning you lost weight or you had more energy for the first time, right? Whether you've been drinking them for 10 days or you've been drinking them for 30 days, like go drink them for a year and you will see your entire life change. Like it just completely like compounds over time. But like we just simply share our story. We know what ketones have done for us and we just want to share it with other people. And so when we share it with people, we call this ACE, attract, connect, experience. And so that means like we attract people by just sharing our story. We're not doing anything crazy. We're not cold messaging. We don't do anything like that. We just attract people. We just share our story. And you can do this in a lot of different ways. Then we connect with people. We connect with them by, we have the resources. Prove It leads with education. I just talked about that with the pillars. We provide you with all of the resources that you need so that you can connect your people that are interested in ketones with the right resources. We have a video for you to show them so that they know what ketones are. You can connect them with myself. You can connect them with the biz partner that invited you to this call, but you get them connected so that you're not doing it on your own. We have the resources. We call it third-party validation for you to use so that you don't have to be an expert in everything. Anyone else here perfectionist where you're like, but I have to know everything before I do it? Like that's who I used to be. And then I got started here and I was like, wait a second, like I don't have to have a master's degree in, I don't even know what you would call it in order to talk about ketones, right? Like I just know how it makes me feel. And if every single person in our organization, they know they can come to me with a question about ketones and be like, does it do this? And I'll be like, I'm actually not sure, but let me go look it up for you. And we can find a resource to help you get started with that. So we share our story. We attract people into like, what are you drinking? We connect them with the third-party resource, and then we get them to experience ketones. And this can be done in a variety of ways. We have 5-day trial packs. We have 10-day trial packs you can use. And now we have something called the 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge. It is brand new. It started in November. It has just blown us away with the amount of people that are so interested in jumping in and trying ketones for the first time. And then what do we do after that? We just repeat. We rinse, wash, repeat. This is something that we repeat all the time. And it is simply, I started in August of 2017. Today is January of 2020. And guess what I'm doing today? I'm doing ACE. I'm sharing my story. I'm connecting with people and I'm getting them to experience ketones. All right. So now how are we doing this, right? Like, how are you sharing about ketones, Trish? Like, what do you mean share? So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. These are 3 of the most popular ones, and a lot of things are going to fall under this umbrella. So if you don't if you're thinking of a certain way and you don't see it here, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Okay. Just make sure you're talking to the person that invited you to this call. So number 1, it's wear and share. So this is really easy and really, really simple. I cannot tell you, and you can wear or you can carry it. I have my keto bottle and I just shake up my ketones and I drink it. And people are always asking, like, what are you drinking? What is that? Like, or I have a shirt that says Keto OS, or that you can get off the Prove It website. These are all really simple things because 2017, 18, and 19, the number 1 Googled word, you guys, was keto. People are very, very aware of that word. They're wanting to know more about it. They've heard about it. They've seen success stories from it. They know somebody who's doing the ketogenic diet. People ask about it. So the one way you can do it is you can wear and share when you're going to Target, you guys, when you're going grocery shopping, when you're at the gym. Another way to do it is social media. If you are really comfortable with social media, this is a place that you think you can flourish on, you feel like this is your area, like your circle of influence, like that's where you're going to start. You can do social media, Instagram, Facebook, right? There's so many different variety and different ways that you can attract people and talk to people and share this conversation. And the last one is face-to-face in the sense of keto life parties. When we talk about keto life parties, we're talking about anything. You can meet your friends at Starbucks for coffee and shake up some keto cream and just talk to them about ketones. You can invite some friends over to your house. I know someone who's actually doing a bachelor keto life party every Monday. They're just inviting their girlfriends over to watch The Bachelor. and she's just mixing it with ketones and it's like talking to people about what ketone, like what they are, like what they've done for her. You can do it in so many different ways. Last year's people did Super Bowl parties. My husband and I did a Game of Thrones Keto Life party where we like had different stuff because we were like really into Game of Thrones last year. And we just mixed up different flavors and did it that way. There is no one size fits all. It's exactly like you get to choose when you get started and as you grow, like where you want your circle of influence to begin and how you want that to grow. I know for me, when I first got started, it wasn't on social media. I had like 200 friends and most of them were like my cousins. And like the only person who used to like and comment on my stuff was my mom. And so like I had to grow that. But while I grew that, I got to share my love of what I was doing with the people I was directly impacting and I did have influence over. They were my friends. They were the people that I used to teach with. I was a teacher for 12 years. They were my mom friends that I would meet with Griffin at the park. So like you get to choose where you're going to start with that and grow from there. All right. So when we talk about experience and connecting people, right? What we're talking about is we're getting them to experience ketones. And like I said, this can be done in a variety of ways. But the new thing that just came out is that we have a 10-day drink ketones challenge. This is going to give people 20 packets of ketones. Many of you may have gotten started with this. It's amazing. It's probably something that it's already has started to change, but it's going to completely change the trajectory of people's businesses because of this. It has changed our business model and it has made things so much easier. And it has also made things so much more exciting. And we are also providing our customers so much more support with the background, with science, with coaching and everything. So this has been amazing. So people get 20 packets of ketones, variety of flavors, all our most popular flavors, a different free gift every month, and it's for $99. This is the best way to get people started. If the 10-day challenge is something that maybe someone is saying like, I don't know if I want to take that. There's also different options that we have where we can get them started with a 5-day, pack of ketones or a 10-day pack. But the 10-day challenge is probably the #1 bestseller. People are very excited about doing this. And like I said, it is changing our businesses and it's changing lives. The group that we just closed up on Wednesday, we just had a group finish up their 10-day challenge. People are so excited. They are losing weight. They are feeling the effects of ketones. They're already placed their order to keep going. So that's what's cool about this is they get to get started with this and then they become customers. They get on SmartShip. They become your volume as you're growing and you're getting paid, and which we're going to talk about here in just a second, you guys. But what is amazing, and I think it's probably my #1 thing since this has been implemented, is that Prove It is there backing us up, giving our customers after they order everything that they need. Plus you get a website to go with this that explains what ketones are. It explains what the challenge is. And so when people are like, hey, what are these ketones that you're talking about or whatever, you say, hey, just check out this link and let me know what you think. And Prove It literally takes care of the education and everything else that you need. Then when you get these people started, they get to experience it. They fall in love, rinse, wash, repeat. They want to share this conversation. They talk, they get on calls like this. And that's how your business essentially grows. All right, so let's talk I'm going to go through some quick things here and I'm going to talk about how they get paid. So just some little facts that I think everybody should really be aware of is when you're talking about joining a business, right? And so I want you to kind of put your business hats on right now as we go into this portion of it. So right now, in Prove It, there is less than 30,000 promoters, you guys. My previous company had over 400,000 people, okay? 400,000 people to 30,000 promoters. We are only in our 4th year. We are still in our toddler / preschool years, right? We're still learning to walk. We're still doing all these things. And so the company is still relatively really small. And right now we are nationwide in US, we're across Canada, Mexico, Australia, we're over in Singapore, right, in Asia. And so it's been really, really cool. And we're actually we're going into a global expansion here in the next month or so. So we are just getting started. Also, with people that sign up to become promoters, only 1%. So the turnover rate here, guys, is so low. Only 1% of promoters decided not to continue after their first full year. So they've done it for a year. That what that is showing you is that people are having success. People are falling in love with this, like with the community, with what this is providing, and they're continuing to stay year after year and grow their business. So now that we're talking about growing your business, how do we get paid? So there's 3 different ways that we get paid. Number 1, you can earn commission, right? Like that's the most basic, simple way. You earn commission on products that you sell. You earn commission on products that your team sells. That's it. Another way we get paid is that you earn free product. We call it Prove It Bucks. It's awesome. That means your product is free every single month, and you can earn Prove It Bucks based on your customers and things like that as you're referring people. And what's cool about the free product is, as a customer, like let's say you're a promoter and you have your mom sign up, and your mom has these 2 people that like really want to try ketones. She gets her own referral code as a customer, and she can also earn free product with Prove It Bucks. Like everybody gets to win. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like this before, but like you can earn free product. Like you don't have to worry about paying for your own product every single month, putting that investment out. Like you have that locked and loaded as long as you're going, you're talking and you're sharing and you're doing all your things. Okay. And then the last way that we get paid are bonuses. And so right now, we actually just started back in the fall, a brand new bonus structure. It is a monthly bonus that any single person can run for. It doesn't depend on rank. It doesn't depend on anything. It's called our MVP multiplier. What that means is every single month you have an opportunity to run for the MVP multiplier. It just talks about the volume that you can earn. If you earn it, you can have an opportunity to get earn $250 bonus at the end of each month. If you do that 3 months in a row, consecutively, you earn an additional $1,000 bonus on top of that. And then guess what? You get to do that over and over again. Like there's no end to that. It just keeps going. On top of that, we do have bonuses. We have like residual match bonuses. And then we also have bonuses for like our 30K Circle of Champion car bonuses, where people can earn a payment for their like a luxury car, which is awesome. Rank 7, 8, 9, 10, legend. Like we have all organizational wide bonuses for that, ownership pool bonuses. And they're actually adding in a dream team bonus. It's not even in effect yet. It's about to get started. Like when I say we're just getting started, we're just getting started. Like they're still adding things into the comp plan to make sure that we are getting paid effectively and awesomely. So like it's amazing. So other bonuses that we have is when you first get started, we have something called the Go Challenge. This is an opportunity where you, in the first 2 weeks, you can earn up to $250, first 30 days, $500, and then your first 90 days, or actually like first 90 to even 120 days, you have the opportunity to earn an additional $1,000. And these are just in bonuses, guys. This doesn't reflect the free product like that you're going to earn. It doesn't reflect the other commission that you're going to earn as you're hitting these bonuses. So that is just some of the ways that we get paid. There are other ways that you can get paid is if you are selling, or like if you are giving out 5-packs, or you're trying to get people to get started with a 10-day pack of your own investment product that you have, people can earn their investment back when you're selling those as well. Okay, so how do you get started with your business? Okay, like starting your business, like what does that mean? So to actually get started with your Prove It business, it's going to cost you $37 a year, you guys. $37 a year. It's awesome. I've never been able, like there is no franchise out there that you could not open up a restaurant for $37 a year. So what's really cool about the shift, and I talked about this a little bit ago with our business model, over the last couple of months, is that prior to this, in order to get people to experience ketones, we had to have a stockpile of ketones, meaning anywhere from like 200, 300, 400 packs of ketones at our house that we could create, get to the mail them out so that people could experience 10-day ketones, because we didn't have anything to offer before this, like our 10-day challenge. But now that we have our 10-day challenge kit, it's been amazing. We have been able to get people started with their $37. You can grab a few boxes of ketones that you're drinking them daily yourself, and then you can go out there, spread the love, or you can grab one of our promoter packs if that's something that you're interested in. But we have, like, just to get started, it's $37. $37 to get started on a dream that will literally change your life. So as I said, we do have promoter, like some starter packs if people are interested in them. These are just some different levels that you can do. Like I said, like not everybody might want to jump in with that 10-day drink ketones challenge. So maybe you want to get a starter pack. Maybe you want to just grab a pack of 80 ketones that you have that, and that's going to equal, you have 16 people you can get 5-day experiences out to, right? And that doesn't have to mean in the first 30 days. That could literally mean in the course of a year, and that would be your only investment besides the $37. Then plus you get the next event we have, you get a buy one, get two tickets free. We have our GoPro system. That's 160 packets of ketones. That's 32 5-day experiences, or it's 16 10-day experiences where you're just giving people 10 packets versus the 20 they'll get in the kit. You get 25% off Prove It gear, 4Hack magazine. And then we also have our Go MVP, and our Go MVP pack it's the big one, right? Like that's the large one. That is going to be, I can't see anything right now because this is like blocking where I am. Okay. So it's 48 5-day experiences that you have like available, or 24. You get an additional 40 packets of our Unleashed, which people are obsessed with. They're now Black Label. And you can make 8 5-day trial packs for people to try that. You get our Double Direct 30-day bonus. Plus, hold on, this thing is like blocking everything. I hope you guys can't see that. You get Double Direct 30-day bonus. You get Double Direct bonus for 30 days. You get a Level Up bonus, double All-Stars. So you get additional access to bonuses, as well as 8-Hack magazine. So that's kind of like the different varieties of starter packs. If I was getting started and I was recommending something to you, like I would get $37, pay the $37, and then I would find some place between the starter and the GoPro. Is that required? Of course it's not. You can buy a few boxes. You can buy a few 10-day challenges to get started, right? But if you're looking to have some stock on hand in order to share with people at Keto Life parties or with those 5 and 10-day trial packs, I would get started with one of those. But again, it's not required. You just have to find out like what works best for you. And I don't know what your goals are. So make sure, like, as you're thinking about this, like talk to the person I invited to this call and be like, hey, like, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? Right. And let them know what your goals are in this business, and they can get you set up and make sure that like they give you their recommendations so that you can get started the best way possible for you. Okay. So what are the tools that we have available? You get a website, you're going to get new promoter training, you get your team Facebook group, and you're also going to get your weekly team training that we have every single Monday night, and it's pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take the screen off share here so that we can hear from this gorgeous mom and wife. So tonight we're going to hear from our girl, Jen Terry. We say new promoter. She started in September 2019, right? So she's still in her first like honeymoon 6-month period of like what's getting going. Cali native, she's living in Texas, and like I just love her story, you guys, and I love her heart, and I'm super excited to hear from her. So she's just going to share a little bit about herself, and then we're going to wrap this up and we will be done. What's up, Jen?
Hi, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I am Jen and my heart is pounding. This is the first time that I'm ever having to share. So I reached out to Ashley in September after doing keto for about 9 months. I kind of hit a stall after 3 months of keto. I kind of started to get discouraged and give up, and then I chose to stick with it. I had seen several people talk about ketones, and I was like, you know what, I'm willing to try anything right now. So I kept watching from behind the scenes, and finally I reached out to Ashley. She was like, you know what, let me give you a call after work. And as soon as she got on the phone with me, it was like I had known her forever. So we started talking about the opportunity to just try ketones. She didn't even talk to me about being a promoter. She was like, you know what, let me send you a 5-day trial and you can see how you like them. So she did that. And as soon as she sent those and I tried them for the first 5 days, I think I was hooked after 2 days. So it didn't take much for me to say, wow, this stuff really works. I love it. The energy that I got from it was just insane. I have a almost 2-year-old, so he keeps me on my toes. I was pretty much a stay-at-home mom. I work as a waitress 2 days a week while my sister watched my son. But now that I am not always tired and not needing naps. I work a little more. My son's in daycare. It just seems like everything's just kind of falling into place. I don't think I even finished out the 5-day trial pack before I was reaching out to Ashley again, asking her, how can I become a promoter? How can I get free product? That was mostly what I was like, I just need to get this stuff for free because, you know, it is a little pricey, but I was like, hey, I want it. I want to drink it. And how am I going to do this? So she talked to me about the opportunity and I was like, just sign me up. I'm ready. I, at the time, didn't have the money to sign up. So I was like, let me hold off. So I talked to my husband a little more about it. And once we decided together that it was a good opportunity and it was something that I was really, really interested in, we decided to make the commitment. And I think it was like the best commitment that I've ever made. I've never been part of a company like this or network marketing company. And I really was scared to share on social media mostly until I started kind of messaging a few people that I watch more often. I'm like, you know, don't you feel nervous when you share your story? And they're like, no, just talk like you're talking to your friends. And once I started doing that, I had so many people reach out to me, and not just about ketones, but just about life and keto and just general, telling me how motivated they are after they watch my videos, or, you know, how inspiring I am after seeing my story. And it really, really makes me feel good that people enjoy watching what I'm sharing, because I'm really just sharing my life and what I do every single day. And I haven't had to change anything other than I started drinking ketones. So with that, I have lost a total of 45 pounds, and it is insane to me to look back at some of my pictures because I don't even recognize myself. I knew that I had always wanted to lose the weight, and I knew that keto was working for me, but once I added ketones, it was just a life-changing experience. So another thing that I wanted to add is I never even knew that I was missing the Prove It community, because when I was on my keto page, I fell in love with the keto community because it's just amazing and inspiring and everybody's so supportive. But once I joined Prove It, I found a whole group of humans that had the same vision as me and kind of inspired me to want more and to, I guess, just believe that it's possible. And after meeting a couple of the girls just a few weekends ago in Dallas, I feel like I am just so much more confident in my business, and I feel like I can go the extra mile and I can get to where they're at and I can be just as successful as them, even though I'm just, you know, just a mom and a wife and now a businesswoman. So I think that this is a great opportunity. I'm so glad that I took it on.
And we're so glad that you joined us. Like, I love your heart so much, Jen. I'm so thankful that you're a part of this journey with us. It's amazing. And you did amazing. Didn't she do amazing for her very first time speaking? Like, I'm so proud of her. Thank you so much.
I feel like I have hives, or I'm like gonna break out. My heart's pounding.
Listen, we're all a little nervous. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to screen sharing and then we're gonna wrap this up, you guys. So let me get back into, okay, can everybody see that? All right, so let me get back into full screen. Sorry, guys. So we got to hear from Jen. All right, so why now, right? Why would you want to join a company like this right now? And so number one, like I said, we're already in we're just in year 4, right? There are businesses and companies, think of like the big names that you hear that have been around anywhere between like 15 to 25 years. So we're just getting started. Number two, new products. Every time like when I first got started, we literally had 3 flavors of ketones and cream wasn't out. Like, I don't know what I did before cream. I can't even remember, but we literally had 3 flavors and they weren't great. And so, like every time a new product launches, businesses grow exponentially. And there are things coming in 2020 in our pipeline that are about to blow us out of the industry. Like, people will not even know what happened because we are about to change everything. Number 3, our global expansion. So like I said, in the upcoming months, we're starting to open up global expansion to places like Europe and the UK. We have other places on the horizon that are coming soon. And so we're about to make ripple effects. And even if you don't know people in the Europe or the UK, the best time to get into like an industry or an organization or like a company like this is right before it goes into global expansion, because that's when businesses grow. Put those business minded caps on. And then of course, this is the best time of year. Like people like, yeah, like people are like, oh my gosh, summer's coming. Like I need to think about like what I can do to get me back on track. People are starting to fall off their New Year's resolutions that they set just like even though it feels like 100 days ago, like just like 25 days ago, right? Like people are falling off track. They're looking for a way to get back on. And this is the absolute best time of year to get started. And that's why like this time, like all of this is not a coincidence that you're here right now. Like this is perfect timing. Like this is why you're here right now at this moment. And so just to wrap up, guys, like I remember sitting on a call like this, like not that long ago, even though it was like 2.5 years ago. And I remember thinking, and I remember looking at my husband and I was freaking out. And every single person, like every single face that you see in this photo, every single person that is a part of our community, we all started somewhere between scared and nervous. And this is something that Brian Underwood always says, like everyone starts between scared and nervous, but it's, are you willing to follow that tug in your heart? Like, are you willing to follow that whisper that says like, I know that I was made to do a little bit more than just go to work or just do this. Maybe there's something in you that you just want to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself and be a part of a community that we truly like. I could cry talking about it, the messages and the conversations I get to have every single day with some of these people that used to be strangers that are now seriously my best friends and people that I talk to about some of the hardest things that we've been through. And so I just want to tell you just take a risk on yourself. And if this is something that you feel that pull and that tug, it's there for a reason. And if I hadn't followed the whispers in my heart 2.5 years ago, I don't know where I would be right now, but I'm so freaking thankful that I did. So as we close up tonight, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Reach out to the person that invited you to this webinar so that you can get started figuring out like what's the best way for you to get started in this business. And then we will get you hooked up, ready, connected with you to help you launch your business. But I love you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Tuesday night. I will get this recorded so that you can have it to share out, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.